Hey man, what it is? This is Dean, and I am your host, and this is By Any Means. There go to PayPal at Dean by any means. There go to Cash App, $ Dean by any means. Y'all know what I'm about to say. I don't care if you send $1, $100, $1,000, whatever. It's much, much, much appreciated. All the support, man. Make sure y'all hit that like button, man. Subscribe, share, the whole nine. Y'all already know what it is, right? So let me get this straight. Shakur Stevenson don't bring nothing to the table. But Shakur Stevenson brings nothing to the table. But when Leonard Ellerby said the same thing about Devin Haney, y'all said Gervonta Davis is a duck. Let's get clear hypocrisies out here. I told y'all we're gonna do this one narrative at a time by one. Every time they bring out a narrative that they've been running with for years, and then they turn around and try to say the same thing towards Shakur, you're going to get a video like this. Shout out to my guy, Frequent Flyer. You may not like it, and I don't care, but you're still my dog. Um, y'all remember when Leonard Ellerby said that Devin got to work his way up to actually bringing some monetary gain towards the Gervonta Davis fight for to make that the top priority for Gervonta. And y'all always say, well, how many pay-per-view sales does such and such do? And they ain't had to fight Tank and all this, that, and the third, right? But y'all always leave out the fact that everybody that fights Tank is not telling Tank what they will and won't do. Y'all bring up every other fighter that Tank has fought, but won't bring up the fact that they was more than willing to accept whatever Tank said. When Devin is out here, none of them other guys publicly said what they would and wouldn't take with Tank Davis and go back and forth with Tank and talk trash and demean his name, the whole nine. But now Bill Haney is sitting up there saying that he'll never negotiate with Shakur Stevenson. He brings nothing to the table. So guess what I'm going to do, y'all? I'm about to do what y'all did to Shakur Stevenson for years. What's that? I mean, I'm about to do what y'all did to Gervonta Davis for years. What's that, Dean? Then Devin Haney's a duck. Devin Haney is ducking Shakur Stevenson. Devin Haney is ducking Shakur Stevenson. And I dare y'all to try to say, Dean, how is he ducking him? And they're not in the same weight division. Because then y'all know another video going to come if y'all try to use that angle. Yeah, I told y'all I'm y'all worst nightmare. I told y'all I'm your worst nightmare. I'm meticulous and I'm strategic. So the minute y'all try to use that argument, well, Devin's at 140. I'm going to tell you I know. So tell him to keep Gervonta Davis' name out his mouth. That he can't seem to do that. So now I am calling Devin Haney a duck and he's scared to fight Shakur Stevenson. Because what's good for the goose got to be what's good for the gander. Devin Haney fans, y'all did this. Y'all did this. So when Bill come out and say Shakur don't bring nothing to the table, Shakur brings more to the table against Devin than Devin brings to the table for Tank. Devin is not that much of an A-side over Shakur. Devin is not that much more popular than Shakur Stevenson. And not too many people, I have not heard anybody that thinks Devin Haney is better than Shakur Stevenson. Only people I've heard say Devin is better than Shakur Stevenson is Devin Haney fans. I have never heard anybody that is not a Devin Haney fan say that they think he's better than Shakur Stevenson. Not one. So, but I've heard plenty of people say that they think Gervonta Davis is better than all of them. And definitely better than Devin. Most people don't even think that Devin is Tank's biggest competition. They believe it's Shakur. That is a fact. 75% of the boxing community as a whole believe Shakur Stevenson is Tank's biggest adversary, not Devin Haney. Devin Haney just run his mouth the most. So how are y'all men and walk through life with flaming hypocrisy? How can you call yourself a man when you have no integrity? Because all hypocrisy is attacking your integrity. When you become a hypocrite, you lose your integrity. Because you have a certain set of rules for one person, but something different for somebody else. Y'all gonna say, Dean, well, Devin was undisputed. What does Devin undisputed mean to Gervonta Davis now? And he's at 135 and Devin is no longer undisputed. So you can't even use that argument. It means nothing, and Gervonta Davis don't care about that. Can we sell pay-per-views with you? We're seeing right now that Devin can't even sell pay-per-views by himself. He is relying on Ryan Garcia. Everybody is putting all the blame on Ryan Garcia, which will let you know Devin Haney is not half the star y'all said. Because Ryan Garcia could have tried this same thing against Gervonta Davis and they still would have sold 1.2 million pay-per-view buys. To be honest, I think if he would have went even crazier with Gervonta Davis, they probably would have sold even more. So I don't want to hear that. I don't want to hear it. Stop being hypocrites. I told y'all I am your worst nightmare. I will keep my foot on y'all neck. I will make a video about sentences that Devin Haney has said. That Bill Haney has said. You can't say Shakur Stevenson don't bring nothing to the table, but you not ducking Shakur. But when Leonard Ellerbe told y'all that y'all brought nothing to the table to be the priority to Gervonta Davis, every last single one of y'all, including y'all YouTube channels, y'all all know who you are. If you feel some type of way, hit me up in a DM. I'll go live just for you so you can get smoked, since y'all always say y'all hit the link. Well, how about y'all come actually hit this link? Y'all hypocrites, man. Shakur Stevenson is a world-class fighter. How are you going to say somebody don't bring nothing to the table that's on damn near everybody pound for pound list? Literally. It's people that got, it's people that got Shakur over Devin Haney on pound for pound. And if he's not over Devin Haney, he's literally a slot under him. What are you talking about? He brings nothing to the table, and you bring nothing to the table with Gervonta Davis, especially when you tell him what you will do and won't do. See, this is the problem. Devin fans only care when it's Devin. Everybody, they understand logic and A side and B side. They understand all of that, either when Devin is the A side or it don't involve Devin. But if Devin is involved, rules have to change. Devin Haney is not a superstar. Devin Haney is probably I can't even say how relevant he is in boxing because he's not more relevant than Terrence Crawford, Errol Spence, Canelo Alvarez, Gervonta Davis, Noah Inoue. Do he get talked about on YouTube more? Yes, because they put out narratives and lie and make controversy. And controversy is always going to get talked about. But when we're talking about actual numbers, actually getting fights set up, those things he's not the most relevant in. So I need to understand how you could never. So now he's telling y'all that basically he will never fight Shakur Stevenson. Shout out to Knockout Boxing. Shout out to Fanon International Boxing. Shout out to Manager Marty. Shout out to Blood Boxing. Shout out to Upper Echelon. Shout out to Key Alexander. Because they all have been telling y'all that he's not going to fight this man, period. He's been not going to fight Shakur Stevenson. I'm glad that Bill Haney finally admitted it. You know, when they get hot at 130, we going to go to 140. Then he got on Fanon channel and tried to lie. He literally just went on Fanon channel and sat up there and said that we meant when the fight get hot at 140, the fight will be hot regardless at 140. Ain't that what he said to me yet, y'all? Ain't that what he said? Yes, that's what he said. Okay. How can you say that the fight is going to be hot at 140, but then you go around a week or two later and then sit up there and say that you'll never negotiate with the man? So that couldn't have been what you meant in that video. It's impossible that's what you meant in the video if you're not going to negotiate with the fella. Y'all don't listen to what people say, man, because y'all run your mouth too much, and that's the problem. Y'all don't listen to what people say. Y'all run your mouth. Y'all run with narratives, and y'all need to get up off your knees and wipe your mouth. T-shirts coming soon. Y'all need to get up off your knees and wipe your mouth. You can't say that you're a boxing fan. You can't say that you are a boxing fan. So y'all got people laughing at me, y'all. Even they think y'all a joke. Yeah, y'all need to wipe your mouth, please. There's a 25-year-old man that don't need y'all help. If you're going to say that you love boxing, love boxing. But when people run with narratives and it was good for the goose, ain't good for the gander, Kadeem, I have a problem with that, man. Deem, I have a problem with that, y'all. I'm sorry, and I'm going to continue to keep calling it out. That's like Gervonta Davis saying that Devin Haney has to build up his resume, but Shakur Stevenson doesn't. Gervonta and his team has said they both have to do the same thing. You understand what I'm talking about? But Shakur Stevenson doesn't have a problem with that. Only Devin Haney fans have a problem with that. Shakur Stevenson don't have a problem admitting that Gervonta's the A-side, that Gervonta's the man in boxing, that's the biggest fight in the sport. He has no problem admitting that, but Devin Haney can't. Why y'all think I don't be on Shakur helmet as much when it comes to Gervonta? Now, what he's doing with Devin, people could say he clout chasing him and all that. I don't care. You can't be a clout chaser and get mad that you're getting clout chased. You ain't about to see me feel bad for you. You're getting what you deserve. All this stuff Ryan is doing, the theatrics, the lies, the hypocrisy, everything that Ryan's doing is everything that Devin has done prior to a Gervonta Davis fight. You know, shout out to all my Christians out there. They'll tell you, you reap what you sow. Chickens coming home to roost. Like it. What LL Cool J say, y'all, in Too Deep? Not In Too Deep. Deep Cover. No, that was In Too Deep. Like it. Love it. Like it. Love it. And that's what y'all got to do. So, if Shakur Stevenson don't bring nothing to the table, then y'all shouldn't have no problem with Leonard Ellerbe telling you that you bring nothing to the table. I'm just saying. So y'all know what this is, man. Dean by any means. And I holla at y'all.